We want to run through twofold real quick. Let's say Uriel gets the tether first. So move over, grab it. Beanie comes at 3 bait. Okay. Tether goes off. Uriel grabs, moves, takes it. Hit 4 baits. Beanie move over after baiting. Then the tether goes off. Grabs it, 1 baits, Kithrin moves over to grab. It goes off, Kithrin grabs it, 2 moves into bait, and go. Then the reverse order, say Beanie gets the tether at the start. One would grab it, take it back, 2 baits, then after it goes off, Beanie grabs it, 1 baits, Uriel moves over to grab tether, tether goes off, Uriel grabs it, takes it, I would move over to preempt it, 4 baits, tether goes off, I grab it, take it back, 3 baits. Alright, just have to remember all of that in the heat of the moment. Also, for the melees, do we want to drop the tether stack, like max melee south of the platform?
Yeah, we can try that.
That definitely shouldn't overlap anywhere. I mean, it's also just a mechanic halfway through a checkpointless phase 2, so they can't do insane puzzles. Alright, food check.
Let's begin, shall we?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
Out. Inner.
I wonder if you can keep up.
Out.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
With Fenrir's might, I rouse a storm. The wind answers
Counter.
my call.
Must have heard, but they're not out of the fight yet.
Fenrir's power can be wielded in surprising ways.
Oh, where did that colossal thing come from?
Fly
Evens.
true.
2. Behind.
Oh no, that was too much for the challenger.
Not bad. Not bad. But we've scarcely begun.
Go and counter.
my biting wings.
Mitigate.
Still you stand. How delightful. The earth is mine to command.
Support stack.
A pack of wolves.
DPS stack. Rotate. Dodge. Out. Out. Remember the wolves.
Try this.
4. DPS stack. Support stack. Dodge the wolves. In Cardinal. Good first pull.
No, I will not lose. I need more power. Fenrir's unbound might!
Egads! The rings be destroyed and they fallen below!
No matter what becomes of my body, defeat is not an option.
Right party sides.
Stop floating death traps! How will they fight with so little room?
Now I fight with everything I have. Prepare yourself.
Spread for UV.
There's no
Supports.
escape.
Dodge your beam. Busters.
Will you be able to stay on your feet?
South for hero blow.
I will rent all asunder.
Out. Spread for UV. EPS. Dodge your beam. Light party for Quake. South for cleave. And go back to light party side once he locks in.
You'll have nowhere to stand.
Go towards the marked tank. Go to Kithrin.
Who votes? You vote?
Yes, the tank not marked folks. Alright. Partners.
Dodge this if you can. power of wit unleashed!
Ariel comes over here, 3 baits. Four baits.
Any good platform? Oh, no.
The challenger's down! Is this the end?
It's way bigger than I thought it was going to do.
It's super big. What the fuck?
We weren't all the way back either. I think you need to be like...
We have to be like as far back as the orb lets us be.
I don't think the max melee thing would work.
Well, no, I'm saying like not like max melee from the rear. I mean like hug the south part of the thing, like true south, and like hold on, let me just make one little edit to the image real quick.
Wayne, the cleave you take, or you took that time, that's a tank buster, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
The tank marked gets a wind buster, and the tank with aggro gets the cleave buster.
Oh, I was busted.
Yes.
Okay. I thought maybe I put on mitts, but I was like, I couldn't remember if I needed to. Okay, so I was busted, and then okay. Am I does that cleave my buster?
No,
No.
it only hits the platform that you're on. That's the bit.
Okay, so then nobody should be on my platform when that happens.
Yes, I say go
Okay.
to Kithrin, but I mean like go towards, but not
Okay.
literal. Yeah, this is sort of what I mean by like max melee to the south for the tether. And then like the expando be something like this. That makes sense. I put it in M8S strats.
So you're covering up the teleporter nobody cares about anymore.
Yeah. The range should still go all the way out to the edge, but their range, they don't have to worry about uptime.
So this would be mirrored if we were going in
Yeah.
the other direction. Yeah.
Is Quake 2 where we want to be hot? That's
I don't know what 2 minutes are anymore.
Yeah, speaking of which, does anyone use their 1 minute at the beginning of the phase, or we save till the 2 minute?
I mean, what's the timer on 2 minutes? Because I don't know.
Start right during the after heroes blow.
No, I mean like what's the timer on like 2 minute abilities when the phase starts?
Yeah, I mean that's when it is. I mean, right during heroes blow.
It's like, I want to say it's like 40 seconds. I can get the exact number.
But what I'm asking is like, how do we delay like so that we can use 1 minute at the start and then we hold 1 minute until 2 minutes? But like,
So at the very beginning, when the cutscene ended, my 1 minute is up and my shadow is 49 seconds. And I popped that like 8 seconds before the 2 minutes. So we're like 40 seconds away from we're a minute away from the 2 minutes. Okay, so if we pop it right then, I guess it should line up. So I'm at 49 seconds, so it'll be slightly off, but
so you're saying we should hold like 1 minute, or like trying to math it in my head. So you're saying
So
the
if
2
my-
minutes come back 10 seconds before the next 1 minute would come back?
so my shadowed vigil is at 49 seconds at the beginning of the phase. Or not shadow, whatever it's fucking called. Living Shadow. So, and Living Shadow I generally use like 6 to 8 seconds before the actual 2 minutes, because he's got to rise out of the ground. So you add that, and that becomes a minute, just about. So we should be able to just like 1 minute right away, and it should mostly be lined up.
Maybe 2 minutes at Moon Cleaver when we're all waiting south.
Yeah, let's do that.
I mean, lane lines doesn't matter. It's a bad ability anyway.
Okay, so we can 1 minute right away, and then just delay the 2 minutes slightly.
Delay it for Moon Cleaver, and then which is after Quake 2. So yeah, all right. Yeah. Let's get there again.
Let's begin, shall we?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
Enter.
There! I wonder if you can keep up.
Behind.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
Far.
Sorry, that was an awkward one for me and Swifty.
Let's begin, shall we?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
Out. Cardinal.
There! I wonder if you can keep up.
Out.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
With Fenrir's might, I rouse a storm. The wind answers my
Clockwise.
call.
Must have heard, but they're not out of the fight yet.
Fenrir's power can be wielded in surprising ways.
Oh, where did that colossal thing come from?
My
Odds.
truth!
3. Behind.
Not bad. Not bad. But we've scarcely begun.
Going clockwise rather.
Bear my biting wings!
Look at
Still you stand. How delightful! The earth is mine to command!
support stack.
A pack of wolves!
PS stack. Rotate. Dodge. Out. Remember the wolves. Dodge the wolves.
Try this!
2, 2. Foot stack. This stack. Dodge the wolves. In Cardinal. There you
Game's been crazy that time.
go. Yeah.
I will not lose. I need more power. Fenrir's unbound might!
Egads! The ring's been destroyed and they've fallen below!
Yes.
It's like a fancy old
No matter what becomes of my
I
body,
think it's a weird version of like Oh Gods.
not an option.
They like
They moved the floating death traps! How will they fight with so little room?
Now I
Break.
fight with everything I have. Prepare yourself.
Spread for UV.
There's no escape.
Yes. Busters.
Will you be able to stay on your feet?
South for Hero Blow.
I will rend all asunder.
Out. parties, spread for UV. Supports. Dodge beams.
The challenger's down! Is this the end?
Quakes.
Mark.
There's supports.
I need a second. Sorry about that. My creature is being an overwhelming pest.
Oh no.
Had to go put him in his room with some snacks and toys so he'd chill.
Become chill. Food check.
Let's begin, shall we?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
Enter.
I wonder if you can keep up.
Behind.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
Fenrir's might, I rouse the storm. The wind answers my
Counter.
call.
Must have heard, but they're not out of the fight yet.
Fenrir's power can be wielded in surprising ways.
Oh, where did that colossal thing come from?
Flying
Odds. 3. Out.
Not bad, not bad. But we've scarcely begun.
Going clockwise.
Bear my biting wings!
Mitigate.
Still you stand. How delightful! The earth is mine to command!
DPS stack.
A pack of wolves!
Support stack. Stay. Dodge. Out. Remember the wolves. Out. Dodge wolf.
Try this!
2, 2, 3. DPS stack. Three support stack. Dodge the wolves. Out. Enter. Yay.
Might just stop limit breaking on
Will not
clear
lose.
or clean
I need
runs.
more power.
Don't need it.
Fenrir's unbound
Thanks
light.
for adjusting to
Where else do we use it?
Started this.
it. Yeah.
Started P2.
Egads! The rings be destroyed and they've fallen below!
It's a pretty surprising use of Fenrir's power.
Like I'm using literally half of my 2 minute when we LB3 on a year run. I'm losing my second Communio for FTO.
Defeat is not an option.
My parties.
floating death traps! How will they fight with so little room?
Hit the quake.
Now I fight with everything I have. Prepare yourself.
Spread for UV.
There's no
Supports.
escape.
Punch beam. Busters.
Will you be able to stay on your feet?
South for hero blow.
I will rent all asunder.
Parties. Spread for UV. Supports. Archer beam. Quake. Hold 1 minute for moon. South for moon cleaver. Copy bursts.
You'll have nowhere to stand.
Go towards the marked tank. Me, Kithrin, vote. Partner up.
Dodge this if you can. The power of wind unleashed.
Okay. Uriel, come over here. Rebait.
Swap.
B, move over. Kithrin, bait. You need to bait. I bait. Kithrin, move over to grab. Kithrin, grab. Uriel, bait. I think they died because they didn't have a stack. That
I
game.
wasn't fast enough.
Often immediately after your laser hits you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's when my brain shut down. Like, we got hit, and then, oh, I'm dead because I didn't move like an idiot.
The tether stack, yeah.
I meant more the like the shared stack. The person to move over to the platform to grab the tether. Otherwise, they'll have it debuff
Yeah.
for too long.
As,
Yeah,
as
it
soon
might
as
be
as soon as
both.
something happens to you, you need to move for different reasons.
So yeah, let me think though. So 2 has it when I bait, so that does mean immediately after I bait, then I'm grabbing.
For
Yeah,
for
okay.
supports, like if the tether's coming towards you, as soon as you bait, you move over.
Yeah.
And then if the tether's going away from you, it's sort of there's no logic. You just have to know. Is Uriel, when you say the damage is wild, do you mean like just the like the damage that like taking that beam solo did, or like the damage in general needs to be mitigated. I can probably throw a rep on like all that. At least most of it. Yeah, I'll try and be better about personal midding also.
It's tough because we take a tank buster going into it, so it's like it's not that bad with one though. It's kind of like the tank buster for.
It's only like a short mid buster, but
Yeah.
it's just the fact that he's autoing the whole time, and the autos are massive.
Yeah. I can probably reprisal during as well when mine comes up.
Let's get there again. More practice. We keep getting the clockwise pattern, and I feel like we're going to get the counterclockwise pattern, and see what fuck us up.
Let's begin, shall we?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
So far, like, the only real mid check is Quake. In turn.
There! I wonder if you can keep up.
Mind.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
With Fenrir's might, I rouse a storm. The wind answers
Counter.
my call.
Swifty, I know I just repeated what you said about moving as soon as you bait. I was just trying to logic it out in my head to understand why. Just didn't want you to think I was ignoring you.
Dad must have heard, but they're not out of the fight yet.
Fenrir's power can be wielded in surprising ways.
Oh, where did that colossal thing come from?
Flying true!
Odds. 1. Out.
Oh no, that was too much for the challenger.
Not bad. Not bad. But we've scarcely begun.
Going counter.
my fighting wings.
Mitigates.
Still you stand. How delightful. The earth is mine to command.
DPS stack.
Pack of wolves.
Support stack. Rotate. What the fuck?
What happened?
Zav stacked with us. I don't know what range this is.
Let's see if they can stay standing.
Well, let's head over.
I'm very dumb.
Let's begin, shall we?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
In Cardinal.
There! I wonder if you can keep up.
Out.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him. Oh dear, the number has fallen out of the way.
With Fenrir's might, I rouse the storm. The wind answers
Counter.
my call.
Must have heard, but they're not out of the fight yet.
Fenrir's power can be wielded in surprising ways.
Oh, where did that colossal thing come from?
Fly true!
Evens. What? Mind.
Not bad. Not bad. But we've scarcely begun.
No encounter.
Bear my biting wings!
Negates.
Still you stand. How delightful! The earth is mine to command!
DPS stack.
Pack of wolves!
Support stack. Rotate. Dodge. Behind. Remember the wolves. Dodge the wolves.
Try this!
We're like 2.5%
Three.
behind.
3,
Because it
then
didn't break.
1. DPS stack. Go to 1. Support stack. Wait, no. Just do.
The challenger's down! Is this the end? Oh no! That was too much for the challenger!
I misread that. I only got confusion after it was too late.
I'm gonna call that my bad because I was talking.
Yeah, it was a bad time to talk. I would have heard him say the wrong number if y'all weren't talking there. So Kithrin, we never had the rest of our conversation yesterday about Resident Evil. So the main
Oh.
character's the daughter of a character from Outbreak, if you know those games.
Outbreak. No, I don't think I've played Outbreak.
They're like older, very early PS2 games. Well, not
They're
very
on-
early PS2 games, like 2004-ish.
Okay, and they're owned by the same people.
Yeah.
Ah,
They're like
that's cool.
they're like an online Resident Evil before online games were a viable thing.
Hmm.
Like online PS2 stuff is a little wonky.
Yeah, I remember. I never did it, but I remember the attachment and stuff. The add-on. That's
You
cool.
imagine-
Well, go ahead.
Oh, it's good. You finish?
I was just gonna say I'm glad it's not Ethan again.
I don't think he can come back. Does anybody need
I-
a Dolus horn by chance?
I mean, I don't need one.
It's the shark from Occult Crescent.
I mean, I don't have one. I mean, I'll take it if you're giving it away, but
Yeah, I can meet me at the 8th right in Lumsa.
which
Also,
are you favorite?
Leviathan.
Okay.
Also, you might want the new hairstyle.
The
I
Folsom
haven't-
Warlocks that I've sold like 10 on the market board and vendored 30 of them.
Yeah. I mean, they aren't worth anything, so I'd rather just give them away at this point.
I'll take it.
I think Morbol wants the hair, unless you
Oh,
want it.
that's fine. Server.
Alright, you're gonna see the Weebo police, don't freak out.
Oh, they've come out. They've come over here too. I don't. I know they're always travelers. Oh my god!
There's a little many of them, bro.
Holy shit! Uh,
I'll put a picture in Discord. It's
did
really.
this start?
It's been like this for a couple days now. Where's Kithranet? There's too many people
I
for you to
see
load.
you. I see you. I'm behind you.
There. Let's see. Trade. Ignoring the whistle.
Thank you.
Trade. Here it goes.
Yeah, I know I've heard of Outbreak, but I didn't realize they were connected at all.
They weren't really canon until 7 came out, and then one of the characters was mentioned in like one of the logs you read in Resident Evil, and then this game's gonna bring it forward a little more.
That'll be cool. Yeah, I really liked 7. 8 a little less so, but still liked 8. Obviously I like 4. Haven't I have like a 5 remaster, but it just it's too like I loaded it up and I was like, oh, this is from the Xbox 360 days for sure, and just turned it
You
off.
can just tell with the controls.
The controls, the brown.
God, I feel like one of the genres that aged the worst from like 20 years ago is the shooters genres, third person in particular. Like trying to play like a PlayStation 1 third person shooter game is rough. Like the original Tomb Raiders are technically third person shooters in a way. And just the controls are so much different now. Like even
Yeah, I have go ahead.
or even the late 2010 the late 20s, I guess, had some rough games.
I have this I have the Mew Mini Plus, which is like a little emulator device, if you didn't know. And I've been emulating PS1 games, and it doesn't have a joystick. And I'm like, I was playing Spyro, and back in the day, like I had an analog stick for Spyro because analog sticks came out.
Analog sticks came out very late in the PS1's life cycle, like 98.
Yeah, I was very late to that. I like got a PS1, and they were like 2's coming out next week, and then we got a 2. But yeah, so I had never played it with just the D-pad. Oh my God, like I was like, God, the whole difficulty of this game is just like platforming with a D-pad is its own game.
Like it really hurts your thumb to do ball movement with a D-pad these days. Whenever I replay the Tomb Raiders, I have to get used to like 20-year-old muscle memory of using the D-pad versus modern needing to use the joystick to not be in pain. Then the original Resident Evil controls are rough too.
Controls are the worst.
I started playing the original on the emulator and struggled. And I started playing 3 and struggled.
Yeah, I haven't played the original since like 2008 after I got a reliable way to play the remake.
Aren't they recently remaking the original again or something?
It's been talked about, but not officially. It's just like every other company, they keep on remastering the same remaster for new consoles.
I really liked. I don't think remakes should ever be up for like Game of the Year or anything, but I really did like the remake of Resident Evil 4. That's been really fun.
The remakes are fine for Game of the Year because they are actual remake games. It's the remasters that
True. True.
Like Resident Evil 4 is very much so a different game than the original 4.
You check. You stupid hair.
Let's begin, shall we?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
In Cardinal.
There! I wonder if you can keep up.
Behind.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
With Fenrir's might, I rouse the storm. The wind answers
Counter.
my call.
That must have hurt. But they're not out of the fight yet.
Fenrir's power can be wielded in surprising ways.
Oh, where did that colossal thing come from?
Fly true.
Evens. 4. Out. Out.
Not bad. Not bad. But we've scarcely begun.
Counter. Boss just said fuck us. Unless someone didn't go through.
Is this where we find out that we've been doing it wrong and we've been Final Fantasy this whole time?
Yeah. I think the first one was a little late because I got the marker before I walked through the warp.
Let's begin, shall we?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
Out. Cardinal.
There! I wonder if you can keep up.
Kind.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
With Fenrir's might, I rouse a storm. The wind answers my
Counter.
call.
Must have heard, but they're not out of the fight yet.
Fenrir's power can be wielded in surprising ways.
Oh, where did that colossal thing come from?
Fly
Odds.
true!
1. Out.
Not bad, not bad. But we've scarcely begun.
Going clockwise.
Bear my biting wings! Still you stabbed. How delightful! The earth is mine to command!
DPS stack.
A pack of wolves!
Support stack. Stay. Dodge. behind. Remember the wolves. Watch the wolves.
Try this.
4. DPS stack. Support stack. Dodge wolves. In cardinal. Did you still get your communio?
I skipped all of my second combo to just go immediately to Camino and Perfectio. Perfectio still didn't get off in time.
Just
I think
trigger
didn't limit break.
problems.
We did way too much damage. Slow down, guys.
Do you get
Kick-
something
I'm
from
kidding.
Perfectio? Or is it just
All my damage.
Destroyed and they've fallen below.
this
Not
is
all,
why-
but it's
this is-
just big damage.
This is why Tuma had the last LB him through. It's because otherwise you just don't do that.
No matter what becomes of my body, defeat is not an option.
Parties?
They've moved to floating death traps. How will they fight with so little room?
No healer LB for prog.
Everything I have.
Oh, too late.
Prepare yourself.
Spread for UV.
There's no escape.
Supports. Dodge your beam. Busters.
Will you be able to stay on your feet?
South for hero blow.
I will rent all asunder.
Out.
Hate this man.
Spread for UV. Supports. Dodge res. Wake. Hold your ones. South for cleave. Do your bursts.
You'll have nowhere to stand.
Towards the marked tank. Me, Kithrin Vogue. Partner up.
Dodge this if you can. The power of wit
You'll
unleashed.
come over. 3 bait. Four bait. One bait. Two bait. Yeah, the dome. Yay, Charlie's back. Airfangs Buster, get off of plate platforms.
Oh shit,
No,
Kithrin's
no,
there. Oh, no.
it's Twin Fang is the other one. Bear Fangs is something else.
Cannot escape from
Champion
the
Circuit. He's rotating. It's a near mechanic. How am I sight reading this? Why am I a god at gaming?
We all need to get on the south platform there, so we're all doing the same mechanic. So we,
Yeah.
you know,
Teleporters have
all-
returned to normal.
I got this.
Bye, Zaf.
Arcane Crest.
The challenger's down! Is this the end?
You tell me, madam. You tell me. Violent Ray, I'm dead to this. That's just Quake into UV again.
It's possible that's the last new mechanic.
Was there anything during Champions Circuit besides just lol dodge?
It's just lol dodge, and it looked like it was a in-out donut line. I don't know what order is it.
Can we
line.
just follow a donut?
No, because the teleporters were still jank.
You can only teleport once.
Yeah. Well,
So
like how many things does he do per 6 seconds?
We might be able to teleport twice, but we still have to alternate.
does it?
It's
two on before you can move
it's-
again.
It looks like it's super fast. It's literally that one, it's the one copy factory boss, but on crack. So yeah, what were the patterns? It was
They were alternating like sides from the lasers behind us.
I just realized that Bare Fangs is him just putting the turrets on the outside. That's just the phase 1 thing. But yeah, it's there's a donut. Yeah, there's a donut, a line, an in, an out, and then an in again. So just remember, do we want to collapse to Charlie while he's casting Bare Fangs?
So it looks
The-
like timing wise, we have to move towards south while he's doing the forced tether. Just you'd follow the forced tether if you're like my platform.
I think everyone would have enough time to get to Charlie before he starts doing shit with Champion Circuit.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't wait for the green pedals to disappear. There wasn't a time that way on the last platform.
Oh, like you. Okay, so we can't do the funny melee thing for the last one because that would cover it up too much. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, everyone gets to Charlie, and then we just sort of have to remember the 5 mechanics in order while dodging the outside lasers, and otherwise it seems like you just sort of do it.
Do we need to go to Charlie?
If everyone's
It's
at the
easier
same
'cause we're doing
spot,
the same thing.
so I can call out in, sides, out, donut.
Mm-hmm.
It's also followed by those earlier mechanics we were tethering south for, like the Quake and the Ultraviolet. So might as well just.
Well, he follows it
Oh,
up with
yeah.
Quake. He follows it up with Quake, so we just light party split and then UV, and so it's literally the start of the phase again. Also, he's at like half health here, so or well, 56%.
56.32%.
Yeah.
I wonder if that it's always gonna be like each thing is correlated, like his front, his TP arm, his sword arm, and then his 2 back. So like it might be easier to like remember it that way. Like the donut always with the wolf arm.
You don't
and-
actually have to remember because you see it coming at you with the platform ahead.
Oh no, he's totally right. It's the platform next to the wolf head is the donut. The one he's facing is the straight cut, and then it's and then it's to his side, and there's sort of animation tells. The other ones don't, but it's definitely wolf head is donut. One he's facing is to the side. And
There are
then
lasers coming out of the mouths on his shoulders.
I think those are the outs. Or no, those are the like weird ins. And then I don't know what the
The
out
line is an in.
is. The out is his
Back
back
right.
exploding.
The back right is an out, and then the back left is another in.
Yeah. So if there's a weird fucking shoulder mouth sort of near you, that's an in, and if you sort of see his weird back cape, that's an out.
Well, he has a shoulder mouth on both sides. You have to look
Yeah,
at the wolf.
yeah, but there's two ins is the bit. But yeah, otherwise the mechanic is just dodge. I mean, I'm saying just go south so that I can call out in an order. But you can personal responsibility it, then be my guest. Yeah. Let's he has to cast like the entirety of Bear Fangs and then the entirety of Champion Circuit for things to start. Gives you lots of time. Yeah, if we don't cover the defunct teleporter with the green dome, then we'll be fine.
What was
Bear Fangs is him. It's like his Castrum normal that just places the turrets on the outside.
So there's no tank buster.
Yeah, twin bite is the buster. I misremembered. Yeah, there's no buster going out at that point.
Yeah, we should have.
You know what I'm thinking? We can still do what you're describing, but I'm wondering if it almost seems like some people can hold still depending on where he's facing, because we've noticed, right, the laser comes out of his chest or whatever. Some people can hold still and other people have to move, and so it's kind of like forcing you all like to, depending on where you are, where he's facing when he starts, and you know where you are. Like it's forcing us to collapse down into light parties almost. I mean, it might not be that. I'm just thinking like, I'm just envisioning that maybe that could be the way to do it, because you're all spread out on all the platforms, and then like some people maybe can stay, and then we start collapsing on each other.
Well, everyone can stay on the platform they start at. It's just, it's all personal responsibility that way. But if we all collapse to Charlie, I can go like out, in, out, sides, donut, and just make it easy for callouts.
But what if we somehow all traveled in the donut?
That's what I was asking before, but like he's rotating too
Awesome.
fast.
Yeah.
Mm.
I think going all south should be fine. I don't think
Yeah.
there's anything wrong with that.
It's also good to just reset the fight to the starting position so we have everything sensible, so there's no any more to anything.
Yep. Let me BRB real quick, actually.
So do we think that dark chocolate almond milk and vanilla or whipped cream vodka will go well together?
I'm never a big fan of dairy and alcohol.
Oh, it's not
Like,
dairy,
no-
it's almond milk.
And
Oh yeah, right. That's fuck. The idea of dairy, the taste of dairy, I guess. Almond milk still sort of tries to taste like milk.
it sounds good in concept until you get to the alcohol part.
I'm about to try it.
So it's Sunday. It's a work day tomorrow. You can't drink today.
I'm getting drunk.
I'm baking.
Who said any of us had jobs?
Oh man, I wish I didn't have a job.
Same.
Having a job fucking sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had
Sucks
my
until you
first-
don't have one.
Yeah, that's true.
Rachel.
I was telling my wife after all the hard work for the $1 billion thing, which is done now, woohoo. I feel like my reward for doing all that hard work is more work. It's still going.
Congratulations.
You've
You're- you-
succeeded. Now go succeed at these other things that are also really hard. Stuff.
You've proven your capability of doing this really difficult thing. In a way, 14 is similar. Your reward for clearing the Savage tier,
Let's
you get to
begin,
do the
shall we?
ultimate.
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
Ultimates are sort of fun most of the time.
I'm not. We should be fine. I don't think I lost enough damage for it to matter.
In Inter.
There! I wonder if you can keep up.
Out.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
With Fenrir's might, I rouse the storm. The wind answers my call.
Clockwise.
Oh no, that was too
Sorry,
much for
there's
the
a cat
challenger.
in front of my TV.
Feature.
The challenger rises again. Can they turn this around? They're back on their feet. Let's see if they can stay standing.
So Zaf, I'm gonna have to ask you to do LB.
Yeah, I was already intending to.
That must have hurt. But they're not out of the fight yet.
Fenrir's power can be wielded in surprising ways.
Oh, where did that colossal thing come from?
Fly
Evens. Dude. You are 2 behind.
Not Not bad. Not bad. But we've scarcely begun.
Go encounter.
Around dying used to also reduce your hit points.
What's fucked? I wasn't around then.
You died twice, you just wipe because you're gonna keep the person alive no matter what.
Bear my biting wings! Still you stand. How delightful! The earth is mine to
Maybe
command!
I'll be really fucking early this time.
Lots of close skulls. DPS stack.
A pack of wolves!
Support stack. Rotate. Dodge. Behind. Remember the wolves. Dodge the wolves.
The challenger's down! Is this the end? Try this!
3. DPS stack. Support stack. Dodge the wolves. Out Cardinal. Safety pop first.
No,
Got my full burst.
will not lose.
Yay.
I need more power. Fenrir's unbound might!
I should die there every time.
Please don't do that.
There's
There's so much to live for.
no, it dying only reduces main stats.
Just changed back in like 3.5.
No matter what becomes of my body, defeat is not an option.
My party is
floating death traps. How will they fight with so little room?
Now I
Wait.
fight with everything I have. Prepare yourself.
spread for UV.
There's no escape.
DPS. Dodge the ray. Buster.
Will you be able to stay on your feet?
Twin light is the best. There's 2.
rent all asunder.
Still out. Spread for UV. Supports. Watch the rays. Wakes. All of ones.
You'll have nowhere to stand.
Go towards Mark Tank. Me. Get them vote. Partner up.
Dodge this if you can.
Remember, melees don't cover the defunct teleporter.
The power of wit unleashed.
2 baits. One baits. Four baits. Three baits for the something.
I, oh, okay. I thought we wiped because I died. I was a little confused, but
Remember, as soon as you bait, beam, the tether's coming to teleport over.
Let's
We also forgot that. We just didn't get to the point where it punished us.
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own
Because we
lair?
keep getting clockwise. In Cardinal.
I wonder if you can keep up.
Out.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
With Fenrir's might, I rouse a storm. The wind answers my call.
Clockwise. Ow.
That must have hurt. But they're not out of the fight yet.
Fenrir's power can be wielded in surprising ways.
Oh, where did that colossal thing come from?
Fly
Odds.
true.
One. Behind. Love the debuff named Directional Disregard.
Not bad. Not bad. But we've scarcely begun.
Counter.
Bear my biting wings.
Mitigates.
Still you stand. How delightful. The earth is mine to command.
Support stack.
A pack of wolves.
PS stack. Stay. Dodge. Out. Remember the wolves. Dodge the wolves. All even have LB3.
Try this.
4. 2. Support stack. Make your way to 2. PS stack. Nice. Dodge wolves. Out. Cardinal. It's the first time we've done the first pattern. He cut the tremors short there. We're going insane.
No, I will not lose.
Insane.
I need more power. Fenrir's
Insane
unbound
away.
light.
Egats! The rings be destroyed and they've fallen below!
No matter what becomes of my body, defeat is not an option.
They've moved to floating death traps! How will they fight with so little room?
Now I fight with everything I have.
Wait.
Prepare yourself.
Spread for UV.
There's no escape.
Sports. Watch the rays. Stirs.
Will you be able to stay on your feet? I will
In. Red for UV. DPS. Watch your ray. Ones.
You have nowhere to stand.
Oh shit. I was dumb.
Go towards the marked tank, which is Kithrin. Ow. A lot of damage.
So one body down is 180 hit.
The power of wit unleashed.
I don't know if we have to wait to hold the 2 minutes that long.
I mean,
Does anybody?
I don't know when the 2-minute people are doing their things.
I'm pressing my 2-minute button as we're getting on the sea line.
That's what I've been doing.
Yeah, but would you be able to do it sooner?
You might miss people with my buff.
I think it's actually pretty low.
I think if we did it during the light party stunts, that should reach.
Everyone get really close during light parties. Get real close to the boss.
Let's begin, shall we?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
In Cardinal.
I wonder if you can keep up.
Behind.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
With Fenrir's might, I rouse a storm. The wind answers my call.
Clockwise.
Oh no, that was too much for the challenger. The challenger rises again. Can they turn this around? The challenger's down. Is this the end?
Break time.
think I experienced something similar, Zaf, when yeah, sometimes when it's like Yuri and Knight have it and I'm going clockwise and I've got it. the way we've been doing it, I feel your pain. The way we've been doing it is I actually like it goes off while I'm in the line AoE and then I leave the line AoE. It's awful.
You check. do you want me to just go faster on clockwise, Zeph? That fix it?
No, you're not really. The real issue is Swifty and Soul being on the same side, and us having 3 on that side. And to stay in melee, I have to stay in the line until it's about to go off, and I've died a couple times to it. Or I've killed me in Soul. Like, if I swap sides, it's fine, because then it's 2 AoEs on each side. There's tons of room.
Okay. Where do you start?
I don't need to act, like, I just, instead of going with my line, I'll just cross over on the other side. It's fine.
What do I do?
You don't need to do anything. Don't worry about it. Okay. I'm just gonna not follow my line on my side. I'll just swap the side of the line as it goes. I tested it last run and didn't kill myself or Tuma. And I didn't say anything, and he adjusted. So.
Yeah, I panicked and other kitchen died.
That's what I saw you do. That I'm just like, damn.
I died by like a pixel too. Like my beanie was on my dead body.
Let's begin, shall we?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
In.
There. I wonder if you can keep up.
Behind.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
Zap, I have a different idea. How about you're always chasing the beam and I always follow the beam? We just swap at the start depending on.
With Fenrir's might, I rouse the storm.
That makes sense.
The wind answers my
Counter.
call.
Oh dear, the challenger has fallen out of the ring.
Oh dear. So we're about to get sticky.
Oh no, that was too much for the challenger.
Sorry if my things were distracting. Think that would work, Seth?
So, like, the way it was, I stay as is, and if it's the other way around, I'm where you are and you're where I was.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can try that.
Because if I have to go out, I just have Holy Spirit. It just works.
What can't Paladin do?
It's the best tank.
Let's begin, shall we?
Super fast.
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
One tank, relative to one tank.
I'm grasping the straws.
It can't invul more than 2 busters in any given fight. Out.
There. I wonder if you can keep up.
Out.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
Fenrir's might, I rouse the storm. The wind answers my call.
Likewise.
Oh dear, the challenger's fallen out of the wind.
See, we're at the regression stage of
Rise it again. Can they turn this around?
History repeated itself.
They're back on their feet. Let's see if they can stay standing.
Doesn't do any damage.
How did you survive that? What just happened? Give me 1 second.
How detailed is his floofy tail? It's a floofy tail.
It's not as cool as mine.
Okay.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay. Does anyone have a clock on like how far into the fight we are? Like, timeline wise?
Just last tinge.
Let's begin, shall we?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
In Cardinal.
There! I wonder if you can keep up.
Out.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
With Fenrir's might, I rouse the storm. The wind answers
Counter.
my call.
Oh no, that was too much for the challenger. The challenger's down. Is this the end?
Can we get past Millennial Decay? We've wiped to it 3 times in a row now.
Millennial Decay is coming for us all. Oh,
Got me years ago.
It's already over time.
oh, maybe it's not coming for. Are there some? I guess there are some Gen Zers.
Let's begin, shall we?
Yes. Yes, there are.
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
Back in my day.
Well, Gen Z decay will be just as bad or worse.
Out Cardinal.
There! I wonder if you can keep up.
Behind.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
With Fenrir's might, I rouse the storm. The wind answers my
Clockwise.
call.
Must have hurt, but they're not out of the fight yet.
Fenrir's power can be wielded in surprising ways.
Oh, where did that colossal thing come from?
My
Evens.
truth.
Oh no,
Out.
that was too much for the challenger.
Out.
The challenger rises again. Can they turn this around?
Not bad. Not bad. But we've scarcely begun.
Going counter. It's always the Wolf of Wind that's last.
Bear my biting wings!
Mitigates.
Because we always do win first. So
Still
then
you
you can always
stand.
fluctuate between blue
How delightful!
stone moves.
Probably. That makes
The
more
earth
sense.
is mine to command!
DPS stack.
Pack of wolves!
Support stack. Rotate. Watch. Behind. Remember the wolves. Dodge wolf.
this.
4. 4. Support stack. DPS stack. Dodge the wolves. In intercarbon.
No, will not lose. I need more power. Fenrir's unbound might!
Egads! The rings be destroyed and they've fallen below!
No matter what becomes of my body, defeat is not an option.
Make parties.
They've moved to floating death traps! How will they fight with so little room?
Now I fight with everything I have. Prepare yourself.
Spread for UV.
There's no escape.
Dodge the ray. Buster.
Will you be able to stay on your feet? I will rend all asunder.
Spread for UV. DPS. Dodge the ray. Quakes. Every 2 minutes as the quakes hit land. This is some 2 minutes after. Cleave. South for cleaver.
You'll have nowhere to stand.
Go towards Mark Tank. Me. If invoke. Partner up.
Dodge this if you can. The power of wit unleashed.
2 bait. One bait. Four bait.
The challenge
bait.
is down! Is this the end?
Head south for
Oh, I'm getting autoed.
circuit. Hit for vote. Head south for circuit.
You cannot escape from the
fucking
Side, in, out. In, no, no. In,
Oh, I touched the teleport. Fuck.
out. In. Donut. Uriel, move to the side. Uriel.
Magics! But will they be enough to turn the tide?
Ultraviolet. At least didn't go past it. So, fuck you. Actually, I can live this. One of you will die.
That's much longer. Look back at you.
Rise of Hunter's Blade. He's casting something on. I don't like. Okay, they're overcharged. Lone Wolf's Lament. Do not mention Lament in my general direction.
Oh no.
It's Alexander Leathers.
No, no, no.
Oh, P11S.
Oh, do you guys remember if blue's close or far or green's
Well,
close?
it outlined it. It said like, I had a tether pointed like you have to go to this person or you die.
Oh, good.
Green was close, blue was far. It looked like it was a port tethered to DPS.
So we have to pre-position in such a way that one movement will solve all of the tethers.
Yes, or we perish.
So
We
that
just
just
need
means
bodies to see how the tethers eventually bait, though.
But I mean, if we're
Do we? I think what we do is we just do supports west, DPS east. If you're close, go to Charlie. If you're far, I mean, how far can you get? Like southwest and southeast is as far as you can get, right?
It's like 2 platforms away.
But the mechanic is probably going to ask some people to be northwest and whatever. There'll be 4 people confined to south. Then there's 4 people who have close tethers. Then we have 2 people on the east and the west platforms.
I think the tether's actually gonna do something as well. Determine where we need to go.
Maybe. I think all we saw was just its Lone's Wolf Lament. It lasts like a whole bunch of seconds. What's Prowling Gale? That was the thing he was casting. Isn't that towers? Yes.
That's the reason it need to be spread out properly then.
So if it's towers, then there might be some funky tower patterns. This is we would have to see the tower pattern. It might not just be 4 sets of 2. There could be like I don't know, like 3 2s and then 2 single towers or something. It's like the fucking, it's like Sigma from top. Yeah.
And we want to assume for planning purposes that it has to be a sport DPS tether.
So let me.
That is what happened last time.
Tuma was tethered to Kithrin. I was tethered to Swifty. And it looks like the debuffs are evened out across roles, so it's probably weird that. Yeah, it looks like it is just a role based. So for now, let's just do supports west, DPS east, and if anything funky arises, we'll figure it out.
Because we have to have at least one. Well, 2 of the tethers are green. So that means those green can only move once. They have to move once to their green partner.
Well, they can move once to their tether partner, and then he declares towers, and then you can move again, probably. Yeah, we just have to see how he does the tower patterns. There's probably some variations therein.
It's and it's just, if both people move once towards each other, that means the condition force that works too.
It's let's go again. But yeah, champion circuit is literally just dodge. You also just have to watch the back for the beams. So it seems like the beams just alternate.
Let's begin, shall we?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
Okay, you just have to watch them. In.
There! I wonder if you can keep up.
Behind.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
With Fenrir's might, I rouse a storm. The wind answers my call.
Oh no, that was too much for the challenger.
Welcome back, Millennial Decay.
The challenger's down. Is this the end?
Did I clip you, Fishchan?
Non.
Okay, I'm just. So I get blinded by the frickin' tornadoes every time.
I've zoomed the camera all the way
Let's
in
begin, shall we?
for that mechanic. Just to
Can the challenger
not
defeat
blind
the wolf
myself
in
with
his own lair?
tornadoes. Out, Cardinal.
There! I wonder if you can keep up.
Out.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
With Fenrir's might, I rouse a storm. The wind answers my
Clockwise.
Must have heard, but they're not out of the fight yet.
Fenrir's power can be wielded in surprising ways.
Oh, Where did that colossal thing come from?
Fly true.
Evens. 2. Behind.
Not bad. Not bad. But we've scarcely begun.
Go and counter.
Bear my biting wings!
Okay.
Still you stand. How delightful! The earth is mine to command!
DPS stack.
Pack of wolves!
Support stack. Stay. Dodge. Behind. Remember the wolves. Dodge the wolves.
Try this!
1. 1. Support stack. Yes stack. Dodge wolves.
The challenger's down! Is this the
In.
end?
Enter.
Oh no! That was too much for the challenger!
Bot first.
Maybe LB will get up for
The challenger rises again! Can they turn this around?
Gone.
No, I will not lose. I need more power. Fenrir's unbound might!
There's a certified crewman.
Egads! The ring's been destroyed and they've fallen below!
No matter what becomes of my body, defeat is not an option.
They moved to floating death traps! How How will they fight with so little room?
Now I fight with everything I have. Prepare yourself.
Spread for UV.
There's no escape.
Force. Dodge the rays. Busters.
Will you be able to stay on your feet? I will rend all asunder.
In. Red for UV. DPS. Quakes.
You'll have nowhere to stand.
Go to Mark Tank. Ithrin. Partner up. Imperial.
Dodge this if you can. The power of wind unleashed.
2 bait. One bait. More bait. Something over there.
That was very mean. The moment I knew that death was coming for us all,
I just see the bubble enveloping all of 4, and I'm just like something like
the tether fucking jumped back to Beanie, and then she tried to get it to us, and then it went off right in the middle. So Tua and I just watch it as it's growing.
I need to be back 2 minutes to get my dogs.
In that first pass, the person on the far platform should be like in front of the teleporter, but he's gonna grab it, and Meanie takes a step back.
yeah.
Get off the teleport. Actually, just stay on top of the teleport. Wait, no, she has to stay. She can do that. Yeah, just take a step off the platform, back the teleporter backwards.
Yeah, I'll try to be more... I kind of got ready, but I'll try to be faster to grab it, and then obviously try to move in ways that don't encourage tether jumping.
The worst part is that, like, if it's over there, I just can't see the tether, so I just have to process of elimination and be like, 2 bait. Okay.
Was your drink good, Swifty?
Alright. The whipped cream vodka's a little too sweet. You know what, probably better.
I think I am going to make macros for
Let's begin, shall we?
for that, just to remember
in his own lair.
like when we cut orders and whatnot. Out, enter.
There! I wonder if you can keep up.
Out.
speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
With Fenrir's might, I rouse a storm. The wind answers my call.
Clockwise.
Must have heard. But they're not out of the fight yet.
Fenrir's power can be wielded in surprising ways.
Oh, where did that colossal thing come from?
Fly true!
Evens. 4. Behind.
The challenger's down! Is this the end?
Not bad. Not bad. But we've scarcely begun.
Going clockwise. That time, Wind dive hit first. Just random
Bear my biting
damage
wings!
variance. Negate.
It's probably what Tuma said last time, but also the other thing we've been saying, where like dance partner and stuff.
Still you stand.
It's like a combination of those.
The earth is mine to command.
DPS stack.
Pack of wolves!
Support stack. Rotate. Dodge. Out. Remember the wolves. Dodge wolf.
Try this!
3, 1. PS stack. Your way to 1. Support stack. Dodge the wolves. In Cardinal. Nice. So far behind me.
No, I will not lose. I need more power. Fenrir's unbound might!
Yes! The rings be destroyed and they fallen below!
No matter what becomes of my body, defeat is not an option.
They moved to floating death traps! How will they fight with so little room?
Now I fight with everything I have. Prepare yourself.
Spread for UV.
There's no
Support.
escape.
Dodge the rays.
Will you be able to stay on your feet? I will rent all asunder.
Out. Spread for UV. UPS. Dodge the rays. Wake.
You'll have nowhere to stand.
Go towards Kithrin.
Dodge this if you can. The power of wind
3
unleashed.
bait. 4 bait. 1 bait. 2 bait.
Oh no! That was too much
Do
for
not
the
come with
challenger!
her.
It's time
Auto
for
attack.
Cross.
You cannot escape from the wolf.
Sides. That's interesting. In. Out. In. Donut.
Aren't they making it a woo?
Maybe it is a woo. Yes. Quakes. Quakes. Hit the quakes.
They're back on their feet! Let's see if they can stay standing!
This is UV. UV. Spread UV. Yes. Roger, right?
The challenger rises again. Can they turn this around?
Buster. I don't know who.
I got it.
Did you hit it?
I didn't have any mids.
get to rolls. Supports West, DPS East. Over here, Uriel. You have close. Go south. Get them go south. Oh, you need to be. Okay, there's a. What tower is that down there?
1-1 on the east side.
There's
Looks
a
like
3,
1-1,
a
3-2-1.
3, 2, and a bunch of 1s. Well, that's homework. We can assume something akin to Fatebreaker, where there's going to be a tower in each platform. Yeah, the towers with more than 1 have to be the pairs, I think. Or not necessarily.
Well, if there's a 3, that would be a green and one of the blues in it. Like both greens
Yes.
and one blue.
Yes. And then besides that, I don't know.
3 at Luna.
The 3 was south.
Oh, that makes sense.
The issue there would be the 2 tower that was like northeast. Because I saw there was a pairing that was blue tethers and they were like on the east-west platforms, but evidently they were still too close for the game and they exploded.
Playing boss with both dogs. So like sour.
I was also late in moving because I was resing.
Okay. So
I also, because I had just teleported over to the support side, didn't have enough time to teleport closer to Mephis's body. I think he was dead.
Yep, so there was a blue tether that was, they were on like platforms right next to each other, and that was not far enough. But then the other blue tether was on like, there was a platform between them, that was far enough.
well, I think the issue with that blue tether is that they were like hugging the boss hitbox.
I'm just trying to say that my green tether, if it has any splash damage or anything, like I was dying in that area.
Tethers tend to only kill you.
Yeah. Okay.
So basically, we have 2 sets of people that are just they fill two slots in a tower. Like no matter what, they have to just be on top of each other. And then 2 sets of people that have a platform in between them. And somehow we need to orient this rotation. So my thoughts now, actually, is that we don't split by roles at the start. We all hang out at Charlie. And we do some fucked up conga. And 1 close tether goes west, 1 close tether goes east. So that the close tether people are available at every platform for the multi-stack towers. And then blue people just go out. It's also a cursed conga. I don't know. Because we need the close tethers to be away from each other so that they can, in one step, get to any tower. And the blues are just sort of whatever. Does that make sense to anyone else, or am I blabbering?
So I do notice 2 of 2 pools. There's a blue healer DPS, a green healer DPS, and then vice versa for tanks. So there's actually like 4 roles in the mechanic.
Oh, it's fucking Themis then. Okay. It's Themis rules. Because Themis had the same thing. There's always a close tank, close healer, far healer.
So DPS basically have to recognize which of the 4 roles they have, and then adjust from there.
That's what I was thinking. P11.
So
but yeah, regardless of how we do it, we do need the close tethers on the east-west platforms. Something like, I mean, I don't know if the boss would be so rude as to put like both 2 towers on that side, or if like Charlie is always the super stack tower.
on the bet that C is always the triple tower. C is like the central part of the fight.
Yeah. So if assuming Charlie's the super tower, then if the double tower is on the east or the northeast, then the double group that's east just goes to there. The side that doesn't have the double tower goes south. And then I guess with the longs, the side that doesn't have a double tower would move north, and then the person they're tethered to goes south to fill the triple. Something.
Right after the towers and towers, he starts casting heroes below.
Oh, that's fun.
Do the tethers activate at some point, or is it just only when the timer ends? Does it matter?
Well, people did explode.
So I'm thinking, yeah, right activates early like most tethers do.
Yeah.
So we assume there's a close tank. I'm trying to think. The heroes blow thing is really just sucks. You just sort of. I think we just have to resolve. Is Heroes Blow still active, or is the timer going to? Do the tethers run out before Heroes Blow goes out? Because we can technically resolve Heroes Blow with the tethers. But are they asking us to do that?
The tethers go away, I think, right as he starts casting heroes.
Okay. Yeah, the towers fix themselves too. Not towers, the teleporters fix themselves for Heroes Blow, right?
I would hope so. You could
No.
you could technically you can resolve Heroes Blow in a single movement if you're on a bad side.
The teleporters do not fix themselves.
Because 3 towers are safe, or 3 platforms are safe, 2 are completely fucked. So if you're just on the bad platforms, you have to make the quickest movement. And we still don't know how Heroes Blow works, if it's main threat or not. So that's why I was thinking if there's a close tank, then we can always put that close tank at Charlie or something.
One thing to also
Oak.
note is the tethers explode before the towers appear. So we need our tethers resolved before we even know what the towers are.
Yeah, we pre-spread to resolve tethers, and then we shimmy tethers around to resolve towers. I wonder if, like, with far tethers, if you can both take a teleporter simultaneously, or if that's too close.
So are we thinking tethers activate at the same time towers spawn, or more for just before it?
They activate before.
Like how seen before?
Quite a bit.
Got some clips of the tethers in M8S strats.
It was about 5 seconds before the tower spawned.
Then timers go. Yeah, the tethers was like timeout shortly after
There
the
it is.
towers, and then heroes
Yeah.
blow.
Yeah, 15
I
to
don't.
14 seconds.
I don't. Who was main threat at the very end?
I think it was you. Actually,
It looked like it was Swift, but he faced
It was-
Uriel.
yes, that is
So,
true. It was.
so
Swift.
Heroes Blow might just be random, and so Heroes at that point, Heroes Blow is just look at where the boss is cleaving, don't be there, resolve the in and out.
It was.
I think he was on this. He's to the left, I think.
Just to the right of C.
Okay, see him.
Okay. So yeah, it did target. It targeted Uriel, who was not main threat.
Actually, no, they're both on the same platform. Just,
Yeah, you're both at C, right?
they're both at C. I just didn't see him. So yeah.
Where do we get a background for the fight for picture purposes?
I think
You mean
Zaf, you had one at some point. You like did a MS Paint drawing on top of it.
Oh yeah, hold on. It was
We might want to do like a YOLO pool next week and just test Heroes Blow, see how it exactly works. Like we send everyone to different platforms and see what happens.
Sure. Practice just resolving it without being on the cleave platform.
Personally, think it's a random bait, so that's why we all stack on C to make sure it goes there.
But that's the safest assumption is that it's a random bait because we definitely know he's not just facing a random platform at this point, but we don't know if it's main
Well, yeah,
threat
I
or
think-
random. So I
think Swift.
everyone else stack Charlie, and I'll just stay southwest and see if he like points at me for Heroes Blow.
I think Tuma was saying we all spread out.
Well, that doesn't matter. And we could just send Wayne off and that works.
Because it's either main threat or random. Those are the only
Mhm.
two things that make sense.
It is kind of evil that if it's random, because the teleporters are still one-time use.
But yeah, but you can dodge Hero's Blow with one teleporter usage no matter what. You just have to